What's up, guys? So I thought I'd make this video real quick, talking about um, a survival kit that I got for my little Chevrolet car. Yeah, I got a Honda car. I got the Honda and I got the Chevrolet, and so I thought that I would kind of make a video talking about this little survival kit I got, and I want to show you what's in this little survival kit in a second. But the reason why I got this was because Chevrolet, I knew I was never going to drive it very far. I'm not going to drive it no more than 10 miles or, probably 8, 10 miles or less. And pretty much, within 8 to 10 mile distance, within a reasonable walking range of getting back home. However, though, that could end up being a pretty nasty situation to where you end up being in a situation where you need to survive. But I knew that I wasn't going to drive that car very far. That car is going to be it's pretty much a working back car, and it's pretty much run up town to get some grocery getter car. And that car, I don't put many miles on it. Drive it around some, but I don't overdo it. I don't over push that car. It's a nice car. Hasn't given me no indication as to why that car is bad in any way. Uh, so I don't have no problem with driving that car anywhere I go to or anything like that. But the truth of the matter is, I don't really 100% wouldn't want to take that car, let's say, to the Cherokee or something like that, or out towards the coast, like Wilmington or something. I'd pretty much drive my Honda, or just rent a car or something like that. But pretty much would drive my Honda, because the Honda's it's a Honda versus a Chevrolet. Let's just be honest with it. Or basically like Toyota versus the Chevrolet or something like that. Well, people are just pretty much going to take the other one. But there's nothing wrong with the Chevrolet. I mean, I love my Chevrolet. I've been driving Ford a lot, because pretty much I drive anything got a good car and it's got a good engine in it. I'll pretty much buy any car and drive it and just fix whatever needs to be wrong what needs to be done. But that's me personally. Now let me show you kind of what's in this little kit. I'm gonna show you something I think it needs to have too, but I'll get to that in a second. But let's see if I can remember how this guy goes. There he goes. See, now this little thing just pops right up, and you can buy these on Amazon. I'm gonna show you the one I particularly chose. I think this was made by maybe I'll find out the thing. But anyway, this has got a lot of stuff in it for the money. I only paid like $30 for this thing, and I bought it a long time ago when I bought the Chevrolet because I want to have a second, like I said, a second kit. And I really didn't take the time to go out and build a new kit. So, but this one comes with a lot of stuff, and so just opening it up, I get my basically survival, water straw. This holds basically a life straw, if you know what I mean. It's one of those little life straw things. It automatically comes in this kit. Then I got some wrap up gauze bandages right here that come in the kit, and then I got some nice paracord too that come with this kit. I got one of these little survival emergency blanket things that come with the kit, which is all great stuff. Straight out of the package. And then I got this little compass, a pretty nice little compass. I don't see much use for it, but if I had a map or something, but you can they always say that if you're in bad trouble, face south. Always go south. If you're in big trouble and you're in the wilderness or something like that, go south. You will find humans. You will find in a survival situation. Always go south. But this is a pretty nice little compass I found. It's got this little compass in here, and right now it's telling me that. So this is facing right north, which is that way. North is that way. South is that way, and that would be absolutely correct. So basically, I want to follow the opposite side of what that's saying. So, pretty nice little compass. And like I said, you can find these online on Amazon.com. They're not bad. They're not the best, but they're not bad. I mean, if you don't know how to use this stuff, then yeah, that's not great. But I mean, but it's not bad though. It's not a bad kit. Let's see what else comes in this little kit. It comes with all this other stuff here too. It's got a little flip out thing. It's got all this other stuff. I'm beginning to bring it out this stuff what it is. Got a little bit of different survival gear stuff in here. So I got my gauze bandages, like I said before. Let's see, we've got inside this little thing right here, this little compartment area kit. It comes with a little fishing lure, fishing lines. It's got some fishing stuff. Trying to make it so that you can see that with the light. Got some fishing lines, got some little jigs. I don't know if that would be any good. And it's also got a little tinder bundle in there. That little tinder bundle, that's what the light's too bright on this thing. But yeah, it's got a tinder bundle. Let's see if I can't show it to you. But yeah, it's got a little tinder bundle right there too. But that's not particularly something I would use for that. It does have a little fishing line, has some weights, has some hooks in it, stuff like that. So that's good. It's also got one of these little things where you clip it onto a belt if you want to, or something like that. Or you never know when you might use one of these little clips that comes with it. Pretty good deal for 30 bucks. Like I said, it comes with everything that I need. It's got another one of these little clips too. So I got two clips in this thing. I got two of them. So you can actually just take and hook them onto here, on the back side of here. You can hook them onto your belt if you want to, or a belt loop. Let's see what else. And it comes with a whistle too. That's a pretty good whistle. This light's just too bright, but yeah, it comes standard with a whistle. And the whistle blows decently. I mean, I blew it one time, pulled it out, put it back in. Yeah, it blows pretty decently anyway. A minute. So it's decent. I mean, it'd be enough to, radio somebody in. That's the exact purpose for it. It's not really meant to be a big thing. And then it's got this thing here. I don't know if you know what these are. These are a little bit of a pain in the butt to get back in, but I'll sit here and put it back in. This little guy right here, it's called a saw. And basically what you do is you can take and wrap this little guy, you can unwrap this thing, wrap this little guy around a tree, and then you can saw some blades, saw you some tree limbs down to be able to make you some, to be able to make, make some firewood and stuff like that. It's basically a portable saw. I mean, is it great? I mean, be honest with you guys, they're not the best, but they are something anyway. It's something they just threw in there. It's kind of more of a toss in. I mean, really, they're not the best things, but they do have a pretty good thing in mind for a bit of processed wood. Let me go ahead and get this guy back in. Remember what I told you about being a pain in the butt to be able to put back in? So here we go. Get this thing back in. Let me get this thing back in. There we go. Okay, so now it also comes with a little extra, like this is like an extra thing. It's a water bottle holder is what it is. Basically, I can take it out of the pack, I guess. Well, I'll leave it in the pack, whatever. Got something to take it out of the pack with. I'm not going to do that just yet. Hold on. Alright, but anyway, it's basically got this little thing, and what you do is you can put a water bottle here, and then you can kind of strap it to you. And it's basically just a way to carry a water bottle. It's kind of BS, but it does serve a purpose, I guess, for what you want it to do. And then it comes also with a ferrocerium rod. This is a ferrocerium rod with a striker. It's I guess an okay ferrocerium rod, and it comes with a decent striker too. So it's basically a magnesium rod. It comes with a striker. I don't know if I got everything. I got other stuff in there too. And then I've also got a fork. It's also got a fork and a spoon. It's also got a fork and a spoon, and it's got 2 bottle openers. Right there's a bottle opener. Right there's a bottle opener. It's got a little knife edge right there too for you to be able to do things. Pretty cool little kit there. Let's see, anything else in here? Oh yeah, it comes with this super bright. It comes with this super bright flashlight. This thing's actually pretty bright, believe it or not, and it's really cool too. It's got some features to it that I really like. I can open it up so I can make the beam shorter, make the beam bigger, make the beam shorter, make the beam bigger. See that? I like that. Pretty nice little thing. Put in my, like I said, just put this thing in my Chevrolet. I'm good to go. And it also comes with ways to make fire too. This is a tinder bundle thing for you to be able to get your little fire started. And you gotta know how to make a fire. And if you can't make a fire, then you're gonna have trouble. But these are basically meant to be used as tinder bundles. So what you can do is you can just kind of unwrap them, and you can kind of like break them open. And this can be a little tinder bundle to be able to get at least 2 fires started to go with your ferrocerium rod. So pretty cool. Like I said, pretty cool kit. You can get these on Amazon for like 30 bucks. So just pick which one you want. Make sure that you pick one that has the life straw, and if you don't get the life straw, you can pick up one on Amazon for like 10 bucks. So make sure you get one that's got that. And then it also comes with this knife. There's a catch-22 to this knife. I mean, I got it with this kit, so I can pretty much say, oh, that comes with a kit. But there's one thing about this knife. I like it, but it's also, did you see how quick that flipped up? It's got a spring in there. That's a spring-load knife. In the state of North Carolina, that knife is not legal to conceal carry on my persons. But I can put it in this, and I can keep it in my car. It's legal for me to own. And as long as it's in this and it's not being concealed on my concealed persons, then I'm legal. But this knife is not legal. But it's a pretty good knife. It's got a good sturdy, sharp, good sturdy thing to it. It's got a I don't like the little serrated blade. I've never liked the serrated blade on this side. I prefer for my serrated blade to be somewhere back on the back side of this knife, or a separate blade that's serrated. But it does have like let's see, it's got like a let's see, I've got my weight on a glass breaker. This is glass breaker. Then it's got also another little way right here that will actually you can catch something and kind of like cut it like that, cut it like fishing twine or fishing yard line or something like that. It's a light blade, pretty good knife. I mean, it seems to be pretty good, sturdy. I would be able to get the job done for what I got to get done with it, so that's not a bad deal. I mean, for what I got to get done with my knife. And then it also comes with this medical kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the medical kit real quick, and then I got to kind of put all this stuff to the side. But the medical kit part, this is the medical kit part, and I'm gonna show you. I think that this thing needs a cigarette lighter, so I'm gonna put that cigarette lighter in this thing. I just feel like I don't like not having a cigarette lighter in my thing. But this does come with stuff like bandages. This is like bandage. This is some bandages, and then this comes with. Let me just dump all this stuff out of here so I can have it right on hand to speed the video along. But it comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with a way to kind of cut off some blood circulation if you got to. That you can use this to kind of cut off some blood circulation if you have to. It comes with a pair of tweezers. Guess that'd be good for what it's good for. You tell me what it's good for, and I might agree. But anyway, it comes also with some bandages too. Lots of bandages. This thing was loaded with this stuff, which is really great. So then it's also got more bandages. I mean, there's bandages like crazy in this kit. And then it's got Q-tips. You know, this is one of the reasons why I chose this kit, because I found a lot of the other kits that have medical supplies. And medical supplies can be a very big thing. It's really good to have some medical supplies to go along with stuff like your water purifications and other kind of ways to survive out there if you have to. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this particular kit too. And then it also comes with stuff like, it's got a little small piece of tape, which is not really worth a crap. but it does survive. It does do the trick, and it comes with a little pair of scissors. It does do the trick, but I mean, I'm not crazy about that little small amount of tape. I'd rather have more tape, but it does work. And then I got a bunch of Q-tips here, which really don't really need all these Q-tips. Man, I got a lot of Q-tips, a whole lot of Q-tips. And then I got some gauze wrapped up bandages, gauze wraps. I've got a whole bunch of Band-Aids. I mean, a bunch of Band-Aids. I got four or five 5-pack stacks. That's 20-30 Band-Aids minimum. And then I got a bunch of these alcohol pads. I'm going to talk to you about them alcohol pads in a minute. They can actually be fire starters too. But then, so I got some more gauze pads. I got some more alcohol pads. Let's see. I got some iodine prep pads too. Got a bunch of them. Iodine prep pads. And then it's got these alcohol pads. And then I also come with some bobby pins. But then they also come with these alcohol pads. These alcohol pads are pretty cool though. They're actually good for a lot of purposes. So you can sterilize things, but you can also use them as a fire starter too. Just open them up, put them down there, light that son of a gun, hit that with that ferrocerium rod, and it'll be good. They're actually not the best, but they do work if you need them in a pinch. And so you might get by with some of these things. They do pretty good. But all right, let me go ahead and I'm going to make another part to this video. Let me go ahead and just wrap all this stuff back up, and then I'm going to pull out my other little survival kit I keep with me all the time whenever I'm at work. So yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is the other part of this video, and I keep this little guy right here. Keep him in this old junk work bag. His bag's been through hell, man. I have got to get another bag sometime or another. I'm just kind of cheap in some areas, and that's one of the ways I'm cheap. But this is the other part to it. This is my other one. And this little guy, he just sits right down in there. I never even took the tag off this little guy, on this thing. This is called Outdoor Products Watertight Case. Small watertight case, and you can buy this at Walmart. Back in the, I'll show you the thing. Buy this little guy down at Walmart back in the sport goods section. And this little guy can come in handy. And I keep this little guy with me at all times in this compartment right here in my bag. I just put him in here, and I just kind of put him in, and then he stays in there all the time. I mean, continuously. I never take him out. I mean, yeah, sure. It's not going in there because I actually took it out. I never take it out. But I always keep this little guy right here in this little bag, and he's always with me, constantly, no matter what. I mean, he's always in this lunch bag. So anyway, I keep him right here, and it's just my little survival bag, my little survival kit I keep there. And I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of shorter, but I didn't want to just make a 15-minute video yesterday and call it done. I hadn't been making as much content as I should. I mean, I've been really thrown through the loops lately, guys. But anyway, yeah, if you've seen this before, basically, I kind of got this idea from what they call the Altoids tin. And somebody said one time that you could actually take an Altoids tin, and that if you live in the city, that's all you would need to survive. And that is pretty much true in a lot of ways. You can take an Altoids tin and pretty much make a small little survival kit that will get you just across town a few miles, if you're not going far. So that does make good sense. There are some downfalls to this guy though, but I'm going to show you what they got in here. I've kept it in here the whole time, but I built this one personally by myself. But basically, I got some fishing string. This is a little small thing, about pretty cheap. I got some number 4. Let's see, size number 4. This is the minimal crappie hooks. Eagle Claw, I'll keep that in there. Some weights, keep them in there. I got some Band-Aids in there. I keep in there. I also keep this Kershaw knife in there. This is a knife I keep in there all the time. And for some reason it's not wanting to open up. But yeah, I got this Kershaw knife. I carried this knife for a long time, and I actually just keep it right in there. It's actually a pretty good little knife. This what Kershaw is. So I keep it in there. I also got some of these. I also got one of these magnesium rods. They actually work pretty good, these magnesium rods. And I've also got me a pencil sharpener. And if you don't know how to use a pencil sharpener, basically you can take it and make some shavings, so you can have a way to start a fire with it. So you have a way to start a fire, and you can get some shavings out of that thing. I keep 2 cigarette lighters. Along with the magnesium rod, and I also keep a rain poncho. I mean, an emergency blanket. That's an emergency blanket. Sorry. Keep an emergency blanket, and now I keep a rain poncho. So let me just go ahead and rehearse what I got in here. I got a rain poncho. Okay, this is as I repack it back. I've got an emergency blanket in here. I've got, let's see, I didn't put too many Band-Aids, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 Band-Aids in here. 8 Band-Aids, just Band-Aids, because like I said, this is just going to work and back. This isn't going down the street far. So I didn't really concentrate too much on the whole deal of, building out a big bag. But then I keep my Kershaw knife in here. It's always in here. Then I keep my pencil sharpener in here at all times. Pencil sharpener, a magnesium strip bar. It's always in here for making fires. Then I also keep my cigarette lighters in here. 2 cigarette lighters. And then I also keep my fishing weights. My hooks. These are my fishing hooks, and my little fishing line thing. And then I keep all that locked up, and my little kit, and keep that in my kit. And then there you go. That's my survival kit every day when I'm at work. But I keep the other kits in my cars too. But just in case, there have been times where I've actually taken my kits out of my cars for some reason. Accidentally forgot them, left them inside, and didn't put them back. So if that event occurs to where I don't have them with me, I've always got some kind of small survival kit with me at all times in my lunch bag. So, but I have taken them out in the past just to upgrade the stuff, make it a bit better for some kind of reason or something like that. So basically, that's a pretty good thing. I mean, that's a pretty good thing to have. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on back in here, and I will talk to you later. I'm actually going to be putting up a lot more videos now, guys. I'm not going to be backing off like I have been, probably. Hope that I don't anyway. I haven't meant to, but like I said, just a lot of stuff's been going on. So anyway, be good and be good at it.